Well, you know, guys, there have been people here, small boys who said Malema will be stopped, this shutdown will not happen, will physically stop Malema, will be with the president to stop Malema, and threatening Malema's democratic right. There's never been anyone who said Malema is being threatened with violence. And I'm not worried about you not saying that. Only when Malema starts threatening violence, all of you will be having voices. Some boys film themselves all the time here threatening me. And I can tell you with ease, let any boy come and try to stop me. He will meet his maker. When he leaves in the morning, he must kiss his mother goodbye. I've got no time for boys. Let him try and stop me on the 20th of March. He will meet his maker. No boy or a girl can stop me and can take away my right. They say that every day on social media, they film themselves. No one says Malema's right is being threatened. That Malema is being threatened. If my right cannot be defended by the media, by the law enforcement, I've got a legal obligation to defend myself, and I will do it. The same happens to agent provocateurs and outside forces. The fighters have got a responsibility to isolate agent provocateurs and outside forces who want to hijack the march and give it a bad name. And anyone who threatened the right of the fighters and fellow South Africans, defend yourself. That includes Fidelity. By the way, we're not scared of poison. Well, it's nobody, it's just another human being. He's got no authority over violence. That he conducted himself the way he did in KZN, it doesn't give him a right. This is not KZN, this is South Africa. He must know that. So we're not scared of Fidelity, neither are we scared of any private security. Fighters, defend yourself. Anyone who's trigger happy, show them ×2 what you can do. We're not going to give the other side. Anyone who can, we're coming in peace. We're not fighting anyone, but don't try us. We're not scared of Fidelity. We're not scared. We know who owns and participate in Fidelity. We know the owners of Fidelity. And we know why Fidelity is behaving the way it does. Because we know who are the interested parties. Whose daughter is leading Fidelity? If you want to know why is Fidelity interested in the manner it is. Ask the question, whose daughter is involved in Fidelity? Then you will understand why is Fidelity interested the way it is interested in the shutdown. But we're not scared of them. Fighters, progressive South Africans, conduct yourself peacefully. But anyone who comes with nonsense, do not tolerate nonsense from anyone. It doesn't matter who they are. We're not scared of them, and we're not scared of Fidelity. We've never been scared of Fidelity. You are right. EFF has protested, has got no history of violence. So why is violence starting today? And why would you know there's going to be violence if you're not the one who's planning the violence? The DA knows there's going to be violence because it is going to deploy agent provocateurs like they did during apartheid. It will not be for the first time. Apartheid deployed agent provocateurs in a peaceful protest. We are marching, we are being commanded by leadership, there is no problem, police stop us, leadership goes to talk to the police to open the roads and all of that. Boom, a stone just comes from the masses, hitting a van of the police, because that is the arrangement between the police and the agent provocateurs. You throw a stone, once we see a stone, we are hitting. That's what the DA is going to do. But we are very vigilant and we are ready for their people on that day. So we have no history of causing violence during our protests. Only those who are planning violence will know that there's going to be violence on that day. I don't know why we really are being asked about Herman Mashaba. Because Herman Mashaba is a clown of note. Like, it's just a matter of time, man. It's those are irritations that come with democracy. Bohemian. I mean, his political party's ideology is what? So I have no time for Herman. Herman is like these other loud noises that are. What will Herman do, for instance? Because when Herman speaks, you must ask him. But they're saying the shutdown is going on. What are you going to do when? What will he do, Herman? There's nothing he can do. Nothing. Unobulela nje. Unoncha moya ofisha. Unandrive bulela. Abulele selo. So Herman Agazarbu just said he will never tell us anything. He won't do anything. Well, I've got intelligence report that Masemola is planning violence anyway against the EFF members and against the advice of the minister, by the way, that the minister had warned Masemola not to act with a heavy-handedness on the protesters. Masemola is planning violence, and we are watching him closely, and we are watching even his instructions, because if he gives illegal instruction like he did on Palapala, then we are going to get him arrested. We're going to get him arrested. Remember, Masemola is implicated in Palapala. So when you march about Palapala, you are indirectly fighting Masemola. He's the one who has been giving illegal instructions to the police to engage in illegal activities in protection of this criminal president, to go and look for illegal money. Police are involved in what we are protesting about. Police themselves. They took our chopper, went to Namibia without a police case. Sent police to go to Namibia without a police case. Sent police to interrogate the domestic worker, to torture a domestic worker, engage in GBV. So police cannot be happy with the protest of the EFF. Police, I mean the high echelons of the, not ordinary police. The high management of the police is not happy that the president is being called to resign. Key amongst the demands for the resignation of the president is Palapala, which implicates Masemola. So Masemola is planning heavy-handedness and is not going to succeed. The people he's working with, the people he's giving illegal instruction, he doesn't know that they report here at Winnie Mandela House directly. I don't understand how these fools are still operating here in South Africa, because out of 10, when you're talking to 10 people, 3 of them to 4 are EFF supporters. When you're talking to 10 people. So Masemola thinks those are ANC mascots. There were ANC members, some of them went there as MK and all of that. They too are not happy with what's happening. They are card-carrying members and they report here about Masemola's activity. So what you are talking about, I've got a blow-by-blow of what he's planning. He gives an illegal instruction, he's going straight to jail. IPID is waiting for him. Because we're not going to allow Masemola to act outside the Constitution, because he wants to protect his personal interests and the interests of the president. That is an abuse of office, an abuse of power. So Boysens must know that there is no Masemola who's going to help him. There's no Masemola who's going to help him. That is an oil cartel. That is the oligarchy. Those are the people who control our country. They went to tell government, we don't care about that. You give us police. It must be business as usual. They would have said that to the ANC during negotiations in the 90s. They will never say that to the EFF. It is not business as usual on the 20th of March. We are not going to succumb to the oligarchy. We are not going to succumb to the cartel. We are not going to succumb to white monopoly capital. We are going to shut this country on the 20th of April. There is no fuel tanker that will be on the road if they know what is safe for them. Thank you.